Dallas, it is time for the final dance. The last dance of the Dallas competition here at the Intel Extreme Masters 2023. ENCE versus MOUZ. We're starting on Mirage. So many stories for so many players, and some of them will conclude here. And it's silence for the moment, but MOUZ's utility starts to signal this attack into the site. Diha at triple. Here's the steps, bounding towards him. Rolls out the USP and rolls out the red carpet. It's 2 kills onto JDC and Dexter, and MOUZ have lost the bomb. This attack has not gone the way they hoped.
No, this worked perfectly, but Frozen can start to recover it with that P250. Exertion dropped. Oh, Diha, triple kill. Going for a little bit more. He's got a quad. Sunpius will take the last. Call him Mr. Impact, because Diha is going to win you rounds time and time again.
He must draw back. He can no longer hold his position close under the wood, instead takes default instead. And that smoke goes up to Palace, but look at the creep out for MOUZ. They've already got their way through into a sandwich. Frozen. Oh, he's checked. Madden has no issue. Oh, what a flash with Sunpius. Madden with a second. And Sunpius is over here with the AWP. If you're MOUZ, you're scared about walking anywhere near this sniper. And this is a fantastic hold from ENCE.
Yeah, and Exertion had to pounce on the flank at the B bomb site a little bit quick, so Snappy gets an easy one. And the round falls apart, all thanks to Madden holding strong in the bomb site. Great supportive flash as well.
He's walking towards that B bomb site.
That's a tough fight for Madden to win with the SMG, but the follow-up flashbang from Sunpius is so filthy.
And they have had some sick team play on the CT side ends throughout this tournament. You see Madden yesterday. Look at this from Frozen. Out towards ramp with the Deagle. He's waiting for a mistake. He's waiting for an overextension, and that's exactly what he'll get. Madden peeks and immediately dead.
Dang, that's a shot and a half.
Some brain freeze from Madden.
But
Torchy's turn.
ENCE is still lined up in middle. They still want to control this part of the map, and they've done a very good job stalling it out as long as possible. Out Nerds is going to equalize things into a 4-on-4. Torchy's AK-47 still hasn't rung out.
And now it has. Frozen is trying to get deeper and deeper, but Nerds comes through the top caught smoke, and Nerds is dishing out death. Collects 3 souls, and Torchy's timing to look away cost him his life. And still flawless on Mirage.
Still, no matter what stage of the game it was, they're going to push up, they're going to disrupt, they're going to cause chaos, and they want to take away all your options.
Diha, oh, another one right through the underpass, over the top of the smoke. It looked like he was getting a second. A fantastic trade from Exertion, but that's all he'll get, just that one pick in. And they are destroyed again here, MOUZ. And with young players, you really want to get off that goose egg as quickly as possible. There's not a lot of money going into this next round either.
Hell yeah.
That is quite incredible. MOUZ need to dig themselves out of the hole, but Sunpius is about to dig them a grave. The AWP is waiting for them, and they will eventually round that corner right into the inevitable AWP of Sunpius. He'll drop into the side, calling for help to come on through. Snappy will be the closest receiver, but it's Sunpius that doesn't even need it. The Spanish snipers come to play in the grand final, and Diha's there to help him. Just Torcy, they get nowhere near the B site. ENCE have come to play in this final, and MOUZ have not yet arrived. Of course, not expected to break through completely in that kind of round, but not even a fight. They have to return to the cash.
For MOUZ, you know, tactically falling apart, nothing's worked, but at the same time, they've got 6 kills combined across all their players. It's not enough in round 6, averaging 1 per round. No matter what tactic you call, it's gonna fall flat if you're not getting the frags, and Sunpius delivers yet another opening.
And MOUZ again wounded right from the beginning of the round. Torcy will at least fight back. He'll at least throw something into it. But ENCE are in the better position, superiority in manpower, and Sunpius is senior in terms of JDC. He'll just peek down into the underpass and continue to slice them open.
Yeah, but this is open space now for Frozen. Oh, look at the flank. They've wrapped around. This has taken so long. Snappy's so close. Nerds is going to be so close as well. You might expect one. You won't expect the second.
And Sunpius is being called to change his position to make sure that they can't get through jungle to B, but they commit to that side, they commit to the plant, and here comes that flank. Torcy digs deep. Considers his next option, but he's got to worry about Nerds and on the rifle coming out of Palace, ruling from above. And he hasn't seen Torcy just yet, tucked in towards the boxes. biding his time, waiting for his opponent to come into his crosshair, but now he knows he misses that first shot, and that is the death sentence. Nerds comes over the top, denies any space, and that is 7 rounds in a row for ENCE, unstopped, unfazed, and MOUZ, they really need to start coming into this.
Feels like there's even more defense than normal for ENCE at this bomb site. It's not just Madden, it's Sampaius with the op as well.
Oh, good flash, but it doesn't matter. Still while blinded, Sampaius connects. And it is Madden inside of the sandwich. Still undetected, and now swings for the fight. Frozen will best him in that duel. And Sampaius, well, too much shown around the corner, too much of a tip. And he is spammed down through triple. Exertion activates from that lurk in middle. And finally, MOUZ coming together. A far better round put together. And it's just Snappy running towards CT. Torchy turns. And MOUZ onto the board.
That's a good round from MOUZ, recovering a 4v5 after Sampaius gets the first. Great scaling onto the bomb site.
He's landed in front of the underpass, and Torchy, that was the shot, that was the opportunity from Palace, but he doesn't land it. He doesn't make it stick, and Sampaius right onto Dexter once again. Devastating effects being shown by the sniper of Sampaius, and Diha elevated in the window, drops on down, just a single kill before he's traded out by JDC, and Frozen released on the flash, and this is exactly what you need from the young veteran. The kills inside of the site making the difference, and JDC, he slipped the net, he's got through the smoke undetected, and Nerd starts to consider that. Has that happened?
The bomb's down at A ramp though. This is actually going to take a little bit of time. It's allowing Snappy to shift over. Oh, this extra time spent by MOUZ could be a disaster, but it's Frozen again.
There's no way that Nerds will be able to get into position surely to win this with that smoke up, and they know exactly where he is. They'll send those bullets through the smoke, but that is MOUZ with another. JDC will confirm it, but it's all Frozen in the site. 3 kills, massive impact. 45 seconds remain in this round. Nerds is gathering info from his short position. He'll watch them creep up the con soon, and Diha's the first player to swing out, and that's all that's needed. Destruction yet again from Diha, and Snappy from under the wood goes into JDC. He's got the right idea, but couldn't get his crosshair in the right place at the right time. Big control set up for ENCE again. They got Nerds peeking out from below the connector, and that was the opportunity for Dexter, but he doesn't capitalize, and now the nades go in. Oh, they airstrike him right behind the boxes at top mid, and now Nerds, he had to peer into the underpass. Exertion was hidden away, but he now peeks. He sees the timing, and he goes on in. He's not stopping. He gets a second. It starts with his countryman, and it lands on Madden.
Yeah, well now it's Dia's time to step up to the plate. This is where he's done some of his best work in this map. Smoke clears. Oh, just narrowly misses the chance. Low health. Would have been easy.
Now a position found on the default boxes of A, and he's got his trusty sniper here again. Sampaius doesn't miss those. Bomb down, and he even lands that shot on Torzi, crossing the Tetris, and it will start to pile up for him. Torzi has to stop it before he hits the roof, and he'll drop away. He sends the util out towards Khan, but in the meantime, JDC's moved through that exact position. Snappy undetected in the darkness. He's born, molded from it, and it's the kill in below the wood. There's no issue for the side of ENCE. They continue to stomp and dominate on MOUZ.
Pistols, some utility. Exertion runs an aggressive route down middle, around the smokes, trying to create an opening. He's got a MAC-10, and sliding in behind the Molotov, and he's gonna clear Diha out. Easy kill. And he's found some access. This will split the bomb sites. The defense can't really join up and connect together. Snappy and Nerds got everything to do.
Snappy, he's been unshaken at times on this B site. And once again, it's the same story. Snappy dishes out 2 kills, and Nerds out his short side. He does get overrun. Dexter comes back in. Maybe there's a bit more here for Dexter. Maybe he can show us something. He's in the site. He's got his teammate with him, Torzi. And ENCE are far away from this. Sampaius in. Moving swiftly up on these boosts. It's going to be a long way off before ENCE do arrive back, but they're just letting Madden come through from the apartments with this MP9, and they haven't checked him. They haven't spotted this, and no one's even looking towards him. Dexter's preoccupied with this rotation from Sampaius. That is the main player you got to look for, and Sampaius will peek in, but here's Madden. He's back. The Montenegro monster with the MP9. Madden, what are you made of? The MP9 at that range, it should not get the kill. But ENCE are untouchable.
Every piece of the ENCE puzzle showing up today. Spectacular clutch from Madden. There's 3 players in conference. I imagined we would see some kind of a pounce, but yeah, I think they missed the timing on it. They didn't really look too convincing in terms of swinging wide. So now pressure towards A, but Torji's caught out in the open. Madden can't make it all the way to the bomb site. Sunpius a rare miss, and they must take advantage of it.
Smoke's left a big gap towards jungle. You still have to worry about that if you're MOUZ. You'll commit some resources to have eyes on that. Finds himself in upon the plant. Snappy and Nerds have a Molotov and a flash to attempt this retake. MOUZ sink their teeth deep into this one. They cannot let this slide. If they do, this first map of the grand final is pretty much over. And Nerd stands on the stairway, blinded and fended off. MOUZ will collect third. And Nerds realizes there's not much he can do here. He'll slip back down the connector with the AK in hand, and MOUZ break through at least for another.
Breakthrough for a third, and also break the money from ENCE. Unfortunately, it comes at the very end of the half where there's not a whole lot of consequences that...
With a few pieces at play. 2 rifles, and a mid-play from Nerds. He sends the AK right in. Exertion is starting to get the better of him in these mid-fights. And start to fall. Diha hasn't seen anybody commit through the connector, but Diha has been the impact player.
Oh, misses the chance here. Now he's known as well. Torji finds another one. MOUZ have done good work when they can open up the round and find the early kills and get themselves in open spaces. It just hasn't happened a whole lot throughout this half. But at least here, they can go into the break, they can go into halftime knowing they've scraped a couple together right at the end.
Snap, you'll go through the motions, but ENCE have come to the finals in grand form. 11-4 half. They might be getting that trophy they have looked for so long. We'll have to join us for the second.
And Nerds is walking right into trouble. Oh, but he somehow wins it.
Gets himself out of that trouble without issue. And now comes the attack towards B. JDC cannot do anything here. He cannot fend off this attack. They will penetrate the site, but the bomb has gone down, but JDC proves me wrong from short. It's 2 fantastic headshots, and that is sublime, but the bomb will be recovered and put down.
Look at what JDC's provided is an opportunity for Torji. A window of opportunity as he comes in on the flank. Nerds not expecting it just yet. And he can't recover this time.
A chance now for Torji to show what he's got in this final. So much criticism around this player, but he's got a second in, and Diha will not deliver the clutch in this one. He'll not deliver the needed round for ENCE, and MOUZ are given the start in the second half that they require. Now look at the buyback from ENCE. They lost the previous round. They have lost their head at the start of this one. It is Madden gone. Torji delivering kills with the turret. The AUG comes into the grand final.
Okay.
It comes in a big way. ENCE do not have any fight in this one.
Yeah, this round felt like MOUZ came in with some attitude, a chip on their shoulder after getting battered in the first half. Let's see if they can build that up into a critical mass. Dia's the last one remaining, and he's got nothing to do. 16 health. This round is going to go the way of MOUZ, but it's the way it's happened that makes you a little bit excited for what kind of a defense they can mount and come back here on Mirage.
Those are the kind of rounds that kick off the mentality. You feel a lot more positive right from the get-go here, and confident drop down from Torji. You love to see that. A bit of flair coming in.
Yeah, that's a superhero drop. Lands with a triple kill. Yeah, timing missed. Madden could have had a free kill, but obviously no way for him to know it. Here's the AK sliding
now
up.
he will. Now he's going to go down. Madden seizes that timing. Here's the utility being thrown on out, and just jumps on the chance. Madden gets caught, the light in the window gives him away. Frozen had eyes on it, and JDC's aggressive maneuver has not worked. ENCE came to this round with 1 AK, 1 hero AK from Madden, but now they have much more. They have a chance, they have a dream to win this round, and it is now becoming reality. MOUZ can do nothing about this B play. ENCE have broken through.
That's exactly it, the elements of danger. Madden provides a first with the AK, but Sunpius, a stunning drilling of JDC's push, and it all comes crumbling down.
When you have that hero AK, when you give it to Madden, you know if you're Snappy, you can trust in him to go do any dirty work you want. The grunt work is his, and he revels in it. He thrives when he's thrown into difficult positions. And you guys have been incredible.
Could be oh so dangerous. It's Snappy with the AK, but Sunpius is going to be the one to clear out ladder room. Snappy comes in, that's bomb dropped. What an important exchange.
But Madden once again. Bone-shaking kills coming in from Madden, and that opens up connector. Torzy's all brings out, and he starts to shake. He starts to wonder, has he got what it takes to hold this attack?
He knows he's getting blocked in. He knows he's getting cut off by the Opal Sampayas as well, so he cannot re-peek.
His comfort zone is shrinking with every second that ticks on. He tries to deny the plant. Diha will defend it. JDC once again lines up the double, but it is all down to Torzy. Months of negative results, a decline in performance, but these are the moments that matter most, and Torzy has clawed his way into the clutch. The 1v1, but the wraparound. Torzy, he's not reading it, he's not looking the right way, and has to go to the 10-second stick. Nertz will deny that reality. ENCE push forward again, and Nertz wins the 1v1 on the big stage. Comes a response from MOUZ. And the fight in the apartments is JDC that erupts out of the silence with the first kill, and ENCE charge up through short. A 3 versus 3, under a minute, and Snappy's through the gap. JDC seems to be aware. Snappy, is he gonna look the right way? He won't, and JDC comes back. An important kill in the final 45 seconds, and has put MOUZ in the favorable position. Sampayas he can pull it, but he won't. He had that chance, but it slipped through his fingers, and it is Nertz. And a 1v1 fight actually on this B site. If he gets that kill and now slips into the side, maybe there's a world in which he wins this.
He's got time. He's got plenty of time after the plant. Dexter didn't want to challenge quick. He's waiting for Frozen to come over, so 2 points of attack. Excuse me, make it 1. Frozen is going to join up with Dexter on catwalk. Nertz, the biggest clutch of his young career.
A moment he has dreamed of, to be in a clutch scenario in a grand final on the Intel Extreme Masters stage, and they're coming in from the same side. A million thoughts whirring through his brain, considering all of the different avenues of approach, and Dexter offers himself up first. In the state of the star, Nertz is looking to shine the brightest, and he does it! His first grand final! And that is what we remember. Those are the moments that make the big players.
A 1v3 as well. Incredible work from Nertz. Even finding an opening early on in the round, absolutely magnificent. All 5 kills, an ace for Nertz. And he just shakes his head, he knows it, calm and collected. Might be difficult for ENCE to read what's coming. Frozen is shifting over, JDC is pushing up, but slowly creeping in. Exertion grabs a headshot, and that might force ENCE back from this hit, but they're running out of options with JDC's flank.
Oh, the Tig allows the Deagle to be potent upon the body shot. Diha will try to muster enough strength to get out, and Nertz truly not this time. He's denied, and MOUZ shows some life on the weaker weapons.
And his ability with the MAC-10 to create openings. JDC is going to have to be on top of his game.
Madden, look at this. He's actually got the chance, but Dexter reacts in time. And ENCE searching for their 15th round, searching for map point. They're trying to break through the apartments. JDC's at the bench. And the Molotovs both neutralized by the smoke, but eventually JDC himself is neutralized from the round, and Snappy calls to buy. He calls for that quick play into B, and they're about to grab map point, unless Torzy and Dexter find a way back.
You gotta go for this. You got 1 kid on Dexter. This was a 3v5 that ENCE have brought back in their control, a post plant, and now the first move in the retake.
The smoke goes out deep, but it's only favored Diha. Dexter now down, 15 rounds found, and Snappy calls it. He does it his way, and we're heading to the final possible round on this map. MOUZ on the ropes. This grand final has looked so comfortable for ENCE so far.
You gotta say, Nertz after that clutch as well. 2 huge kills here in this round. This one towards Catwalk, 21 HP, has to hit an immediate headshot. What a way he's delivered at the end stages of Mirage.
The brittle hold of JDC solo with a FAMAS.
And last time they got 2 entry kills, and they still won the round. This time it's just the 1. No one else is here to support. Xertion's gonna come in for a quick flank, but Torzy's gotta try and hold on. But just a Deagle. What are you supposed to do with that? Bomb gonna be planted, and ENCE once again looking very comfortable.
Now that ENCE have broken through and got the bomb down, Madden's mid-lurk coming in. MOUZ are hung out to dry. Hung out to dry on map 1. It has been a story of ENCE dominance in the first half, and the second is closed. One map away from completing Snappy's dream of picking a trophy up for ENCE. There's a chance heading to map 2, and that's where we're going real soon. They're gonna run on down. Diha at the front of the attack. Madden's being left upwards.
That could be a brutal lurk. Oh yeah, and it actually will be. Torji goes down.
Oh, and now Diha's chance with the P250. A lot of bullets being sent in, but that's the chance, that's the opening now. But Frozen's here, Jobaretta is placed in play, and it's Frozen that freezes them in their stance. He goes back for a little bit more, and he's got JDC to help him. MOUZ do not break, they do bend, and there's still a chance for it all to break apart. With 55 seconds remaining, Madden is still here. Remember his initial lurk? Well, he's coming back down the ramp, and Frozen gets active, but what a shot from Nerds! JDC reads the wraparound and gets out of there. He doesn't take the kill, but he'll take that sign to run away, to get behind those double doors. And now a better position to peek on out, and JDC gets the first round on the board for MOUZ.
That's a massive performance from JDC. So critical to get started on the right foot if you're MOUZ, and that's a grinding affair.
And they'll walk with him towards Secret. And Exertion, I'll let you in on this one. He's already there. He's ready and holding them off, tossing utility to delay and keep them in this fight versus Frozen, and he is having a field day, just damaging them up, so ENCE have to try and find the path elsewhere. And the path least traveled, Torji doesn't connect the shot, so they have to rely on Frozen. And in these moments, he doesn't crack, and he does it again. Frozen has done so much already for MOUZ in this round. 3 collected, ENCE get nowhere. And surely this is the conversion on the round win. Towards Secret. Exertion is actually walking into this AK, no gun in hand, so this actually should be a kill, no problem for Nerds.
What's he doing?
He's not ready at all for that.
2 flashes, and it's all played early on, so expect this one to be a bit brawly in the early going, and Torji's gonna land the first punch.
He's missed a few, but he nails that one. Look at the ground that Madden's got. He's through main, and he will be the main character in this round. A double kill up towards the rafters. Frozen comes in to deny that from happening. And 3 versus 3 established with so much time left, and JDC peers up Secret, and that is the most important kill he could have found, because that's the bomb. And ENCE without that have no shot at winning the round. They've got to reconsider their options in the pathway back.
And once again, Frozen just makes the god play. Oh, I can't believe he's pushing this.
This is so good.
This is so bold, but it's going to be perfect if he makes it up the ladder. Diha, that's a nice headshot, but there's just such a timer on this due to the flank from Frozen. Although if he makes a noise, Nerds will be able to hear him and call that out.
Look at how slowly and silently
It's been
creeping up, but now he's made that noise, and they are looking for him up on the silo. Nerds has come up to get him from behind, and ENCE have turned this back. It is just JDC, and his last whereabouts were spotted towards Secret. He's trying to watch that bomb, but he's worried about Silo now. He's worried about a potential flank, but they're both coming in from the same side, right in front of him. And JDC, they know exactly where he is, and Diha will destroy him. A headshot locked in, and a great recovery to the round from ENCE. JDC might be under a lot of scrutiny because this attack is lining up. A congregation of ENCE players, and JDC's selection is this angle. First kill's good, spots more as he drops on down. He's done very well there.
JDC's been fantastic to start this map. He delivers another good kill and gets away, and look at the way he's buying time. 1 rotation shifts down the vents. JDC wants a little bit more, misses the initial salvo. Doesn't want to peek any longer. But he does. He pops up as the flames come in.
And JDC finally runs out of ammo. That'll cost him his life. And why?
Oh, no.
Why has Senpai suddenly appeared? 0 kills until this point, and they've brought it back. Nerds and Senpai, the 2 sharpest weapons, and it's suddenly only Dexter. The lone Aussie in the clutch of a 1 versus 2, and he's not gonna get it done. Senpai, he wasn't here on Nuke at any point, but he announces his arrival with an explosive 3K.
That rips the heart out of MOUZ. That takes all the money away. How did this turn so quick? Sunpius stepping into the flames. Torji never would have expected it. What a sequence to crack that open. Oh, MOUZ had all the advantages provided by JDC, and they all go to waste. It's good standing. They can do a lot with this kind of position. How long does he want to stay here? Once again, there's the aggression towards radio room. There's the flashbang out, exertion towards, but it's too late. It's too late. He knew it was coming, couldn't stop it. JDC once again called upon, but way too many players in way too many places.
But look at Frozen, he's undetected, and Torsi burns away Nert, so it's suddenly a 2 versus 2, and doable again for MOUZ. Bomb planted. But Torsi's coming with him. They want to go into this battle together. 2 on 2, over the top, but it feels like they're just running to their death. And Snap, right over the knee of Snappy.
And an AWP now for Sampaius.
And a quick call again. Straight down the vent is Diha, he drops. And Frozen will do his best to stop anybody else from going down, but that is the bomb caught by Dexter. There may be forces down on B, but the bomb is still at the top of the vent. And Diha has lost his life. This is a sinking feeling for ENCE. They look so good in these quicker rounds. There's still a chance to recover, but a mess lays in front of them. Sampaius cannot make it work, and Nertz is nowhere near the fight.
Oh, Snappy screwed up a little bit there. Third player in the bomb, he ran into the vents, didn't make it down, tagged up as well. What a gift provided. And MOUZ win a miraculous one with just pistols. Unless Nertz has a little bit more magic in him. Not at all. Exertion cleans him out. And this game stays as close as you'd like, tied up at 5.
That is such an important round for MOUZ to pick up. You're down on weak weapons, and they have the goal to go for. They want to get aggressive again, and this kill makes the difference. Snappy couldn't make it down the vent, and as the bomb carrier, you're the most important player to get down that vent. You gotta say, JDC once again.
And he's already thinking about flanking up Heaven. Here's the grenade.
And Nertz climbs the ladder from Heaven. He'll look down to hell, and Frozen, his sixth sense kicks in. He looks up, and Nertz is punished. Exertion on the lower bomb site. What a quiet map has been from him, and that will continue. Silenced at the hand of Diha. And Snappy opens the decon door, trickles the smoke out. Madden stops him, or tries to at least, but Frozen, he's winning so many of these unfavorable fights, but the bomb will still be planted.
Frozen's reading this game so well. Madden made that exact play earlier on, and this time Frozen won't get caught off by it. No kit again on Dexter and Frozen.
Frozen wants this so much. 15 and 5. He'll descend down the vent, but he's so low on health. Just a bullet from Snappy would be enough, but they're getting on the defuse. Dexter is sticking it. Sampaius gets the kill, but you've got to get to the defuse. You've got to get to this. Dexter,
no.
He's just gonna hold it all the way. But Snappy, in the final moments, in the dying embers of the round, saves it for ENCE.
The full defuse almost comes in. Oh, Dexter, pray he would have had a kit. So close. And found eventually by Snappy. That was pure desperation, and once again, MOUZ is shuffled to the side. Can't win it.
Rounds in this grand final being decided by milliseconds. And that is how long it takes for ENCE to get into a bomb site. Here they come again. Nertz just barreling through, but they're getting butchered into the ground by the defense. JDC in the rafters, searched and found by Madden. Frozen, oh my goodness, Frozen! Uses every bullet he has and lays down the law. And Madden is up against Torsi. He's found 3 in this round already. What's 4 when you're Madden? Torsi cowering away. Had some big 1 versus 1s in that game versus Heroic. Not the prettiest rounds, but effective.
Both players playing without information at this point as well.
And Madden, he's got the read. He's going to check him. He's going to cross over, and Torsi has no idea. Madden makes it look easy. A 4K collected.
I mean, this time at least MOUZ know what's coming. They have an idea, plant inside the smoke. Frozen can't put a stop to it. Around the side of it, it's Snappy. JDC caught out in the open, nowhere to go. Oh, Snappy. The call is wonderful, the triple kill is even better.
And you can know that it's coming. At the peak of his powers at 32, with a team that has never found this much success. And now he's gonna run on in. Again, a topside hit, pulsating through the defense, and they have no idea. Torsi doesn't hear it, and Snappy breaks their backs. They're in the site, and there's no chance. But suddenly there is, because JDC's pushed around the ramp, and he's quite quick about this. But Snappy is starting to read that. He knows that the only move they have up their sleeve is to try and get back from ramp quickly and work a play through Heaven and through the door. And Frozen begins that Heaven walkout. The distraction sets up JDC for the chance to catch Snappy unaware, and they've run it back. MOUZ recover it. They put an end to the streak, and although they get into the site, they butcher them into the ground. It's still the MOUZ recovery.
That felt so unlikely.
Tip of your tongue when you talk about MOUZ, when you talk about the exciting prospects. He's not here on Nuke. He isn't here, and neither are ENCE on the top side. They've got down the vent. Exertion will double his kills with that pick on Snappy, but they're down the vent already, and Senpais is waiting for them to come through. He cuts off that rotation. Nuke is ready for ramp, and it is complete collapse here for MOUZ. Complete and utter collapse at the end of this first half. Exertion gets a better gun. You mentioned waking up, Jason. This would be the round to do it.
He has a kid as well, so he's got time. Low HP on both players. It's a matter of finding them, and that's going to be the difficult part. Madden's got it. A quick swing out, and ENCE lay it on thick on the offensive side of Nuke, and they're marching towards the IEM Dallas trophy. For MOUZ, this is all about forcing Ancient. Put together a good half here, bring it to a third map, try and get out of Nuke. You've had two players carry you to this performance, this scoreline. Reward them with a third map. Madden gets first contact, and he's stuck in vents. Like a rat, not a mouse, but there's JDC. Oh, add one more to it. Somehow still fighting.
It's the story of this game. But he's given them a chance, a window to try and jump through. And they'll take it down to B. They'll lock in the plant at a minimum, confirming at least a solid force buy option in the next round, but MOUZ have their eyes set on winning this round completely. They're collecting the first of the second half. And they're given a couple of chances, a couple of heads shown. But this is the play for Senpais. If this goes wrong, then it's over. And it is, as Diha comes back in, the USP. Oh, nearly gets the triple. Does so much in the end. He tucks his tail between his legs and leaves away, and it's Senpais through the smoke with a first. That would have been a collateral. That shot would have brought down two, but the second peak, Torji is ready, and Snappy's in here too. A little bit of tunnel vision as they push forward, and Snappy's dropped the bomb. A second chance to dish out damage, but it won't come in this time. Diha, he punishes them for not bringing him down at the start of the round, but Exertion's already here on B. He'll collect that bomb and he'll head down to B.
2-on-2, there's no kids picked up for Madden, and Frozen in the vents lies in wait. Dia's already made his move, slid out early.
And he has been a little quieter than we've come to see before, but we talk about the impact he can get. The first kill's good, but Exertion, finally in this grand final, he's done something. He's delivered that moment here in the second half, and that could be the turning point. They'll take what they can. They reach double figures first. Senpais, oh my goodness, out of the sky. Dexter is destroyed. Exertion needs to make that space up, and he does. You can see he's much more honed in, but Madden, when he's got the MP9 in hand, he can get right in your face.
Oh, they're coming into the setup.
Coming right into the Deagle. You can feel it loading up for Diha. He knows they're coming through. Sound made on the drop. JDC alerted to that spot. Now Madden's AK. He was able to cleave this out of the hands of Exertion at the start of the round. Is that going to be this devastating factor? It certainly looks like it. Madden closes out. And ENCE with weak guns pull through to tie it up again.
That is a calamity for MOUZ. They're going to be so frustrated. You can handle Dexter getting picked out of the sky, an incredible shot, but Madden with that recovery, with the AK-47 in his hands. Again, the supporting cast of ENCE is so good at finding impact. So good at stepping up when called upon.
Madden has been so great in this competition. In both the semi-finals and the grand finals, some of the most important rounds that come out his hands. Senpais, he was devastating when he got into the openings. And now Dexter wraps around the site. Nerd's not ready for the speed that's come at him. Madden again, off the top of the hut. He makes up for the mistake to allow them out. Exertion takes a lick at the damage from the fire.
And it's so smart for Snappy not to fight. He knows he can just back away and get reinforcements. All he has to do is survive.
He's got those reinforcements out to Decon. Snappy peers at the left side. He just seen a pixel of his opponent running in. The Tech 9's effective, and JDC's AK follows in. 25 seconds left as they leap towards the bomb site at B. The fire will not spread to JDC just yet, with the bullets of Diha search and find. A decisive round in this grand final, and it is ENCE who come up trumps.
Snappy once again going to be called upon.
We've seen him decide
they turn
to
the
drop,
corner.
but they've actually got past. They slipped his crosshair, and Snappy is not ready. A big kill from Dexter, and Sampaius equals the numbers. That kill is so important, and he wouldn't dare go through that smoke because Madden's down here on the lower site. They're gonna smoke out Decon. Torsi's play through the door is cancelled out, and ENCE, even though they conceded the plant, even though they've conceded the site, they still have the player advantage.
Yeah, but Exertion lurking outside adds one more into it. Nerds gets caught on the rotation, so now they realize there's one more player somewhere else on the map they've got to worry about. Madden finds another. Sampaius a quick shot. And oh baby, Exertion, it's all on you.
And Madden's already on that defuse. They're not even gonna allow him to get close. That is a round that pushes ENCE further forward. And MOUZ, the bomb plant, get a bit of extra cash, but that is the only victory you can take away from that round. Cyclone tries to keep the heads of his players in it. This is an unfortunate fight that doesn't go JDC's way. He's been so clean, so good in those moments, but not this time.
Not this time, indeed.
They've got to do it the hard way if they're to pull it back. And Sampaius, we've seen Frozen take this in the first half, but you don't often see the AWPer go up in this spot, up to the tower. And he'll peer on down. He knows Exertion is there. He'll hit the shot. And Sampaius is supremely confident, and he'll get away with his life.
He's been brought down to 24 HP. That's utility wasted over towards ramp room and over towards outside, all thanks to Sampaius. And there's not a lot of it left for MOUZ to use. Molotov towards the vent, smoke and mini, and see what you can get.
Snappy's already started to move forward. He's piecing this together and he wants to get ahead of the curve. Madden clears out that lurk. Exertion has no shot, and Snappy preoccupied in the fight. He doesn't win it, so Nerds has to. And he will pass that test. He will make sure MOUZ do not break through. He will make sure that ENCE are on 14 and that they are 2 rounds away from completing their dreams and getting a title. And we talk about what Frozen had to do. We talked about him having to be the rock for his team, and he's done that. He has delivered in those moments, but it clearly isn't enough, Jason. They haven't come together today, MOUZ.
No, this ENCE team just looks way too strong. 2 rounds away, their first trophy it would be since 2019.
The biggest trophy easily.
They failed on this stage last year against Cloud9 with the home crowd behind them. ENCE weren't able to overcome it, a stand-in as well. They've come back this year with a vengeance, with a new look.
We've seen it in Cologne with Sampaius. That was his audition tape to get into this ENCE team. They wanted to bring him in. They've seen what he could do there, and they wanted some of that themselves. They wanted to see him do that for ENCE. And he's doing what he's been brought here to do. First kill goes against JDC.
And this event, Sampaius is the second best player behind Device, who was eliminated earlier, but Sampaius certainly can't imagine the MVP trophy going anywhere else. He's been absolutely magical for this team, and he's gonna add more on top of it at the end.
Madden's turn to fight on Exertion. He has been winning that duel, it feels like, every time. 24 kills from the Montenegrin. MOUZ will go through the motions. They will attempt to break through this B defense, but it is Snappy who's down here. Headshot and a closer on the second. It's map point, it's championship point for ENCE in Dallas. And Snappy started his career all those years ago, a decade in global offensive. He's at the peak of power.
Diha spamming the smoke, finds nothing. Exertion is gonna cross over. One last gasp from MOUZ. First player's down. Diha wants that trophy, double kill.
And MOUZ stand with not much life left. ENCE have been dreaming of this moment to return to Dallas 1 year later, where they missed out on the trophy. Snappy's brought some new guns to town, and what have they done? They have delivered him that title. Sampaius and Nerds were not here last time. They've had an upgrade in firepower. And on their path here in Dallas, they have done it. Revenge on the tour. Dexter tries to prolong but it's Nerds so sharp on that headshot, and the lone Australian has brought MOUZ so far, but this is the end of the road. ENCE come back in Dallas a year later, and they have done it. You look at Snappy, and you realize he's done so much, he's given so much, and one of the biggest dreams to pick up a title at this level, and it's been completed.
Adding to his resume to stand tall amongst the other great Danish in-game leaders. What a redemption arc for Snappy coming back a year later. Son Pius in Cologne last year, at the peak of his powers, chose to change teams, come into this ENCE jersey. He lifts his first trophy today. It's the first chapter of his story and building upon the legacy of Spanish Counter-Strike.
And you look at ENCE and you think about what they have been capable of in every moment, every time. Last year, he was so close. Last year, he didn't get it. Cloud9 so cruelly took that from his hands. And you look at MOUZ, a team that are going to be feeling heartbreak at this moment. This month has been so devastating for them.
An admirable run right at the end, an admirable run from MOUZ, showing some wonderful things, showing some incredible talent, an incredible rise that they've had over the past year, not able to complete it here in Dallas. But this one's all about ENCE and the way they've been able to retool and reconfigure. We said Son Pius. What about Nerds, brought in February into a team that wasn't clicking? He fixed all of it with jaw-dropping performances. Today he put together a full tournament run, part of a new generation of Israeli stars.
Last year he was so close. But Snappy this time walks to the front of the stage. He makes that walk that he's dreamed of. In Dallas this time, it's down to Banks to talk ahead of the trophy lift.